You are.
Franklin Roosevelt.
Oh, was the first president.
Do you remember Franklin Roosevelt?
It was a little bit before my time.
Was it before anybody's time, or was anybody around with Franklin Roosevelt?
Abraham Lincoln.
Nobody was here. Lincoln, you want me to do Lincoln? I'm not sure what he sounds like, but FDR, so you guys are not old enough to remember FDR, so I won't do him.
Federal what?
Franklin Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
No.
No.
I remember Abraham Lincoln studied about him in school.
Well, I'm not talking, I'm talking about voices. See, I'm gonna do a voice. I don't know what Abraham Lincoln sounded like. I think Abraham Lincoln sounded like Clark Gable.
Oh, no, I like Clark
I think
Gable.
he said, that's what I thought, sweetheart. I think that's what Abraham Lincoln sounded like, sweetheart. I'm gonna tell you something, Scarlett. You look like you might have a fever, scatter fever, sweetheart. And I don't give a damn.
But anyway, well, I'm not gonna do FDR because nobody remembers him because you're all so young. When I started doing this, I went out to my wife and I gotta be 100% disabled vet. She said, what are you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do free shows for the old people. What old people? I said, the old people at the ALFs and, retirement homes. She says, you're older than they are. What the hell are you talking about? I said, I'm gonna do it. So I
I'm
did.
really old.
I did. What's that noise? You got a
Squeaking.
bird here?
No,
What the hell is that?
it's a drive.
No,
Oh, what is it? My wife's going like this. My wife Kathy's over here, by the way. She's kind enough to, tear me around here and there. When we started doing this, it was before COVID. So we went to all the ALFs and we did, a lot of ALFs, and then COVID hit, and then we had to kind of cut down where we were going. But I've been here. The last show I had here was President's Day. So I think I must be here like every, couple of months. So I'll probably come back in a couple more months if I remember to do it, but I don't know. But anyway, if you don't know FDR, let's start with John Kennedy, okay? I'm gonna do three presidents right now. I'm gonna do John Kennedy, his voice. When I'm done, I want you to go, what a fantastic, I want to applaud. I want you to say, oh my God, that was fantastic. Don't forget, okay? Then I'm gonna do Lyndon Johnson. And then I'm going to do Nixon. So
How
let's
about
start
Joe
with
Biden?
John, huh?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, that's a long way away now. We're back in the 30s here.
Okay, I'm in the
President
50s.
numbers in the 30s, not for the 40s yet, but I'm gonna get there to Biden.
Mine.
I'll be there. Anyway, John Kennedy.
Just go away.
Can you get a seat? Are you okay?
Yeah.
You want us to help you with that?
Just move the seat. Just
Let's
move
make
the
it a nice seat. You want me to grab that and make it a seat for you? I'm gonna make it, here, look at here. I'm gonna make it over here for you. I'm gonna make it, get a front row seat. You know how many people get front row seat for my show?
There he goes,
Probably
dancing man.
6. I think there's a few that get front row seats.
Pants.
Anyway, here we go. John Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. As we stand here in this great city, let these words ring out to friend and foe alike. We shall spare no expense. We shall fear no hardship to ensure that free men everywhere remain free, and those who wish to be free shall be free. Let us stand here in this great city of Berlin and say we are all citizens of Berlin. Ich bin mein Berliner. John Kennedy, you can applaud. Unless you didn't like it.
Oh, we like
Anybody
him.
think it didn't sound like him?
Yes, you
Oh, yeah.
kinda just like him.
Well, I had a guy do a show one time, this old guy, Jimmy, he was in memory care, and he was in a wheelchair. He said, it didn't sound like him. I said, Jimmy, that didn't sound like John Kennedy? He said, no. I said, wheel Jimmy out of here. Get Jimmy the hell out of here. So Jimmy went back to his room. Who we got next? Lyndon Johnson. I shall not accept, nor will I nominate myself for President of the United States. Because my wife, Lady Bird, my daughters, Lucy Bird and Linda Bird, and me, Shitbird, we all believe it's time for me to go. And then, of course, you have Richard Nixon. Now, I'm going to tell you something because people bother me about this. They say,
that I might have been a crook. The American people have the right to know if their president's a crook. I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. I don't like recordings. I don't like that, but I'm not a crook.
Richard Nixon, if you liked all those.